Leslie here from Amelia Airharts. Today we're going to be looking at the Full-Drive 2 Mosfet pedal by Fulltone. I use this pedal on my smaller board, which I did a video for about a week and a half ago, something like that. So I thought I'd go ahead and talk about it. On the back here, we've got it real simple. You've got your in, you've got your out, your power right here. What's cool about this is you can use 9 to 18 volts. I want to make sure I got the numbers right on this. So that's kind of neat. You can get a different sound depending on how much power you're putting through the pedal. It's something cool to play with if you get time. The biggest thing I noticed about this pedal, I'm going to show you what the switches do first. You can hear the difference between like the regular with the boost mode. But the biggest thing I noticed is that you've got so many different sound options on this pedal. You've got a COMPCUT, which is basically a clean boost, FM, different type of sounding overdrive, and you've got vintage. Then here, in addition to, we've got the Mosfet versus the standard. This changes the tone of the overdrive that you're getting, the distorted sound. So let's check out, this is my favorite setting. I'll go ahead and show you that real quick. This is what I typically use. The volume changes to match the volume level of my clean amp. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and check out first just this general sound. I've got nothing on right now. The full drive is not on. We're just playing clean through the amp. Stuff in the key of G for today so you can hear the sound difference. Now the pedal's on. Remember, we're on that FM setting. We've got the Mosfet on. Now I'm going to turn the boost on. It just kind of adds a little something extra. That's really about it. It isn't a huge difference in volume, but it kind of, you know, it boosts it up a little bit. It says it does what it says it's going to do. So it gives it a little bit more, I think it sounds a little thicker to me, a little bit thicker. Okay, so what I'm going to do for you next, I'm going to go ahead and play with the different switch settings. I'm going to do COMPCUT first, followed by FM, and then I'm going to do the Mosfet afterward, okay? Not the Mosfet, sorry, the vintage. So COMPCUT, FM, and then vintage. These are all on Mosfet, so we'll do standard after. All right, so we're going to start with the COMPCUT. This is basically the clean boost. FM. Vintage. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and switch the switch to standard. We're going to start all over. We're going to start with COMPCUT first. Moving on to FM. And finally the vintage. So you can really tell a big difference. Like I said, I like the Mosfet on, I like it on FM. Between FM and vintage, not a whole lot of difference maybe, but it's really all personal preference. So yeah, that's the Fulltone Full-Drive Mosfet 2. I love this pedal.